Oh, man. All right, the Gates of Hell Community Update 3, Part 1 with the sound and performance overhaul is here. I was going to make this video in the open beta, but they went from open beta to public release basically within like 48 hours. So we're just going to check this out live on the regular version of the game. This is the most up-to-date version. So today we're going to be playing the second German mission in the campaign on the, Ostfront campaign. And I want to play this one specifically because there's going to be an abundance of enemy tanks as well as our Flak 88s. We do have also some Panzer 3s and some other stuff, but the Flak 88s are going to be the main star of the show. And the sound overhaul as part of this update has a whole bunch of awesome new sounds, courtesy, of course, of HangEmHigh, one of the developers on the game. And I did do some interviews with him where he explained his processes and stuff, and it was very interesting to hear him talk about that. And now it's very cool to have all these new sounds in Gates of Hell finally. So this video, I'm doing a little less talking than you might expect from one of my videos, and do a little bit more listening. I was hoping the Flak 88 would shoot there in my break. But basically, first we'll go over all the new stuff in this update, and then I'll mostly shut up, or at least a little bit more so than I normally do. So, besides the sound overhaul, it's actually very much worth mentioning that while moving the camera, and I'm going to see if I can sort of recreate it here, there used to be frame chops and frame loss, and they really try to work on creating, well, making, I should say, Gates of Hell have less of these issues. So now the sound update. We have new sounds for multi-layered explosions, as well as for the cannon class weapons shooting, which is just a fancy term basically for saying that any vehicle with a gun or any artillery piece, or I think even static guns such as the Pak 36 here, is going to have a different updated sound. Now that's not just it. It also has new sounds for interior and exterior vehicle reloading. So let's actually go in first person. And then let's go into very close third person. Maybe this one is a little bit less obvious because it's a rather small caliber, but I've heard some new reload sounds. We had new reload sounds for interior and exterior on vehicles. New sound attached to shells and rockets as they fly through the air, something you've probably definitely heard from this mortar. Let's see if we can get some shots off here. I did test the Carl mortar in the editor, and wow, that one, it sounds terrifying when it's being fired at you. I should mention, by the way, that we are obviously playing without Fog of War in this one. I figured this is not really a video where I'm trying to showcase the game, but more so, or my gameplay, but more so just use this as a vessel for the audio. So besides the new shells and new reload sounds and, you know, the new cannon sounds, they also added new sounds for sonic cracks from anti-tank rifles and heavy machine guns. They even added new vehicles, though just two of them, the famous Donald Duck Sherman, which is the duplex drive, the one that was supposed to be amphibious, as well as a Ford GPA car. I have a screenshot of both of those here so you have an idea what I'm talking about. And now I'll shut up for a second as we engage this Soviet armored column as it's coming our way with the Flak 88. I love the, I feel like Fury has almost popularized it, that sort of whooshing sound, the whizzing whistle. And it's so satisfying to just shoot tanks, and I figured this is just a great mission for this specifically. Alright, just gave you an idea of what the Flak 88 specifically sounds like. Let's try to get really close now. So you can actually hear that whistling flying sound. And obviously you can follow the shell, I guess, technically in slow motion, but that's such a cool sound. No, this car is not gonna live very long. But that is still not it. So besides the new Sherman and there's a new Ford GPA, there's also new Conquest maps. Always something that's very welcome. What they apparently did is they took 7 maps from the new Liberation DLC that were multiplayer maps, and they converted them to Conquest maps. Now, if you're interested in knowing which ones, it's Hell 331, Hurtgenwald, Isigny Ruins, probably mispronouncing that, Purple Heart Lane, Roncy, Saint-Marie-du-Mont, Schoppen, that's a very Dutch pronunciation, hopefully, maybe Schoppen, and Samre. So, besides these 7 Conquest maps, there's also a new multiplayer map, which is the 4v4 map called Fields. Then last but not least, and this is something that I did bring up to the developers, and whether or not they'll allow for this option is a different question. So we have a new sort of grenade timer option. This is something that I wanted to mention. So you have a guy with a grenade, and you hold left click, and then it's going to showcase the timer on the grenade. This is something you can technically turn off. Don't want to turn off the damage messages, because if you do that, you basically also disable the idea that, you know, when you shoot an enemy tank, it'll say like, you know, main gun destroyed, or hull damaged, or engine destroyed, or, you know, any of those messages from left track broken, right track broken. All right, let's keep blasting these guys as they come in. Another T-28. This mission is arguably a lot easier without Fog of War on, which I do obviously tend to have on most of the time. But I guess just for this mission, we don't really care about the gameplay, or, you know, how good or how bad I am at Gates of Hell. I just figured we could showcase the actual new sounds, and that was arguably the more important thing. So we do... I want to take a look at this Panzer III's internal reload sound. Ooh, that guy just went on fire. I wonder if we can hear the noise on the outside. Let's wait for the machine guns to reload and go for the outside reload noise. It did mention exterior reload sounds, but I'm not sure if the vehicle has to be like open topped. I don't know if we have any open topped vehicles for that. I'm not sure. So, but that's still one of the new sounds that they added. I don't know, maybe that's for open top tank destroyers and stuff like that. Let's see, maybe they even changed the sounds on the 20 mils on the BF-110. I actually didn't really pay attention when I called in the strafing run earlier. This is just a bomber run, but it might actually strafe too. It might just be the machine gun. Oh, well, he definitely got that guy. So the 20 mils do sound a little different. Oh, wow, that bomb actually destroyed pretty much everyone. Right, it looks like we're about to set up our 150 mil SIG, which I'm actually really excited for. I don't want to get too close in front of this Flak 88, but I really want to hear the 150 mil fire and see what it sounds like as we move up this new Flak truck that we got. Probably rotate this like 90 degrees. By the way, if you're ever playing this mission, this is a free tip. Pick the irregular doctrine. It gives you this Flak 88 truck, which is honestly, well, really strong. It gives you the... This is maybe the least strong vehicle. I'm trying to find where it went. It's this one, which is the 204 with the 25 mil, which is just not very good, but, you know, it's a free armored car, I guess. It also gives you this Pack 38 on a half track, which again isn't the best vehicle ever, but it's definitely all right. But the thing that you're really looking for is the SIG. Well, the SIG and the truck. because the 88 truck, that's an extra 88, considering you only get one here, and one here. Getting a third, 33% extra flak is always very welcome. And then, yeah, the SIG, I found out first-hand experience in the Last Grenadier mod, that I've obviously been playing with Davidson and Barry, that you can expect the 150 mil SIG to one-shot an IS-2 from the front. So a KV-1 or even a KV-2 or anything that's going to come down this road really shouldn't be a big issue. All right, here comes another wave of Soviet armor, a bunch of T-60s, T-26s, BTs, some T-28s. But now we have our 150 mil, and I'm really excited to try this one out. Let's hear it fire from far away first. Oh, wait. It killed the crew without even a direct... I mean, it's only a T-60, but that was an insanely... Like, that sounded so insanely loud. Okay, let's try that again, but this time let's try it from maybe the gun's perspective. So let's aim for maybe this T-28. That is if we can find it. There's something shooting my little pack truck. Well, let's just shoot anything that we can see here. Really? Firing? Wow. That instantly destroy... I mean, again, it is a really strong weapon against even, like I said, IS-2s, let alone a T-26. But, yeah, this is... If I just keep it resupplied, this mission actually might be a little easier than I thought. Wait, what just destroyed that? Was it the Flak? Oh, the other Flak 88 killed it. Okay, now let's try to get it just a really low angled shot right next to the gun. Let's make sure we are like pre-aimed at something. Is there a tank we could shoot at? There. Let's shoot at this tank. Okay, firing. It sounds really cool. I feel a little like almost rough shooting that 150 mil at enemies, but it sounds really good even across the map. Like, let's swap this to a far range shot again. You can hear the shell flying in. It is absolutely brutal. And trust me when I say the Karl mortar sounds insanely brutal too. Different sounds on those 50 kilogram bombs. Let's try the 500 kilogram one. Kind of throwing away these points, but I just really want to take a look. Well, or have an ear. I guess that's a very bad joke. Listen in on sound, on hearing what this 500 kilogram one sounds when it drops. Here comes the BF-110. You can see the bombs underneath the fuselage right there. To drop one or two? Oh, man. Okay, that sounded like... That sounded really good. I just need to figure out... I want to fire this gun and, like, sit here and listen in from back here. That's the gun right there. Oh man. All right, well that's that was definitely satisfying. And let's just knock out, let's actually listen on the receiving end of the Flak 88. Okay. It is so satisfying. I figured this mission would be really good for it, but also the first Finnish mission on the Mannerheim line in the Televisota DLC. Televisota, sorry, Finnish people, I'm mispronouncing your language. It is a pretty hard language, I feel like. That also has a great mission where you can listen in on just Soviet armor getting absolutely destroyed. Pretty much like that. Okay, where's this little T-40 going, or T-60? Wow, they just completely annihilated the crew. That actually did snipe a couple of my units on the trench line. Let's keep hitting this T-28. Oh, can we only see the turret maybe? Let's actually drop some bombs here too, because there's a lot of guys. Empty out this force a little bit. You can hear the shell whizzing past as it misses the T-28, which sounds really cool. Okay, that one's out. Next, BT-7. This one is really fast too, actually. It doesn't stop. It is a very cool sound. I'm very happy with the new sound overhaul. I'll say that. Maybe we'll try to load an HE shell from this and see if there's a different sound. Let's wait for the BF-110 to fly over, though. Oh, we can do it right now. It's not shooting anymore. Oh, that was like perfectly on top of that BT. Oh my lord. That couldn't have been any more accurate. There's just no way for them to even really push close to me. Let's see if we can load HE on this T-60. Barely missed it. But now when you miss, it still sounds really cool, you know what I'm saying? What? Okay. Are those return shots from the enemy? Oh, we decrewed that in one shot. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm hearing return shots or... Oh, there's a guy right next to me. How did he get this close? How did this BT get this close? Isn't there a Panzer III who should be ping? Oh. Oh, God. Oh, mortars are firing. Oh, the mortar's going to fire at my own flak gun. That's not good. Okay, mortar, you can stop doing that now. Okay, this is where you lose the flak position. So I'm obviously actively trying to talk a little less than I normally would in my videos, because the whole point of this one is to listen to the sounds. Okay, well, there is a secondary objective to destroy these AA guns, but doesn't really matter to me. I don't really intend to even fully complete this mission in this video. I just want to try to get to the KVs. Maybe we can listen into these guns instead, because this must be new sounds too. All right, let's try out the Pack 38.
Lade nach!
I really like sitting like in the middle of the, like between the gun and the target. That's a cool explosion. You get a great like whistle as it flies by. I wonder if it sounds like this in slow-mo too. Let's see if it happens or not. Okay, that's cool. Now we gotta try that with the SIG. So if you want to do slow-mo, by the way, you click the backspace button and then you just click one of these. So this is how you can also do like extra fast. Okay, let's try slow and far away, so we can get like a long, nice shell travel time, hopefully. Okay, that was cool. That was definitely worth wasting a shell from the SIG on. Actually, I should probably try the flak too, because I haven't really... I think I tried the flak in slow-mo. Let's try like this tank. All right, let's try like this area back here. I mean, that that whistling sound, that is just screams fury to me. This will be sort of the final enemy attack we'll be defending against. Because again, I'm not trying to complete this mission and showcase it. I'm just trying to showcase the audio more than anything. Oh, it looks like it's about to fire. Really hope it does. No, KV2, what are you doing? Well, we'll have to capture the KV-2 if it gets destroyed or if it gets decrewed. And then we'll have to man it ourselves. Here we go, here we go. It just, oh, okay, it sounded cool, but he totally whiffed. He hit this like random, there's a random tree in there somewhere. Okay, A is very destructive, and B sounded really cool. So this is just a sort of live preview, or, well, review of what you can expect if you download the latest version of Gates of Hell, which is Community Update 3, Part 1. I do really want to mention that this is only Part 1 of a two-parter. Part 2 will have new tutorial missions, which is always good to see a new way of onboarding new players. But specifically what I'm really excited for is a complete and total overhaul of all the German infantry skins. And this is apparently only a couple of weeks away, according to what the developers have said in their dev blogs. So we're getting a complete renewal of all the German infantry skins, which according to them, and this is kind of like black magic to me, is not only going to make them look better, but it's going to make the game run better. So they're going to be optimizing the skins to look better, but also make the game less laggy or less resource intensive, which is just black magic, how it becomes better looking, but the frames become better too somehow. But that's something the developers will have to show as they move on throughout the next coming weeks towards Community Update 3 Part 2. And I'm really looking forward to that. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Community Update 3 Part 1, and I cannot wait to catch you in the next one.